The web app discussed in this video can be downloaded on GitHub. The direct link is under the YouTube video, but another way to get to it is to go to our lab website, tsg-lab.org. You click on the tab that says LZPC transform, and on the page that loads, you click on this link that says image pre-processing tools. This will open a GitHub repository, and this is the folder that contains this tool, draw line rotation tool. You click on it, you open it. You can download everything in this folder by copying the URL, and then you go to a website called downgit.github.io, and you paste in the link and you click download, and it will download everything you see here as a zip file on your computer, which you can unzip. Hi there, in this tutorial we will learn how to use this tool called the Draw Line Rotation tool. Here, once you have the file downloaded, you can just click and drag it into a browser. This tool has been confirmed to work for Google Chrome and Firefox. Other browsers have not been tested. Once you've loaded it, it looks like this. What you can do is click on this button to pick a file from your computer, or you can drag and drop that file into this pink dotted box. This app supports JPEGs, PNGs, and TIFF images. On the GitHub repository that houses this tool, there are practice files. Here I've given 4, practice file A, B, C, and D. A and B are simple open shapes. C is a shape within a shape, so is D. And I will explain how to apply this tool to each of these. Let's first load practice image A. I'm going to click and drag and drop. Here it is. Say I want to rotate it such that the line that connects the two ends, that is the line that closes the mouth, I want this line to be horizontal. What you want to do is you want to click and drag from left to right. Right, so I start on the left end, I click and I drag towards the right, okay, but it helps to pass the endpoint so I can see where the pink line crosses the endpoint, okay, and I want to be fair, meaning if I started a little bit above the tip here, I want to end a little bit above the tip here. And if I am satisfied with this, I can click straighten. If I'm not, I can either click clear line to remove this pink line, or I can just click somewhere else in the image to draw a new pink line. Okay, so let's draw another one. Again, always draw left to right, and I will explain why in a minute. So I'll start here, I click and I drag, and again I go past the endpoint so I can see where the pink line crosses the object. And again, to be fair, if the starting point here is a little bit above the blue at this end, I want it to be a little bit above the blue on this end. So now that I'm satisfied with this line, I click straighten, and down here it shows me the result. You see that? The line that used to be the pink line is now horizontal. If you are satisfied with this, then you can click this button to download this PNG. And what it will do is it will save this image using the name that belonged to the input image, but it will add a suffix that is underscore rotated to the name of that file. Let's try that. So I click download PNG, and here it is. I opened it, and this is the image. And if I check on its name, it has the same name as the input image, but it has a new suffix, underscore rotated. Let's load another practice image. So I click here, new image. I click on that, and here's a window again. Now let's load practice image B. I click and drag. Here it is. Again, I want to rotate it such that this mouth is horizontal. So I want to go from left to right. So I start here, click left to right. Again, I go past the endpoint so that I can see where the red line is touching this end. And there he goes. You can see here it's minus 18.4 degrees tilt. And when I'm satisfied, I can click straighten, and here it is. Now this mouth is horizontal. All right, the reason you want to draw from left to right is because if I draw from right to left, it does an inverted rotation, as you will see. So let's start here. And then I drag here. There you go. I drew from right to left. Now this angle degree reads 161. Previously it was about -18. So now when I click straighten, right now this is what I want, the pointy end up. But if I draw from right to left and I click straighten, the pointy end is down. You see that? So you have to be aware, do you want to draw from left to right or right to left? Because each has a different effect. Generally, you will be drawing from left to right, so keep that in mind. Here, there is a text box for you to add in a extra suffix that you want to add to the file name. Say this was the first test of 4, and you can add the words test-4. When you click download, here it is. Here's the image. Okay, and its name is the original name underscore rotated underscore test-4. And down here, the app will tell you what the file name will be. Now let's load another image. I click new image, and I'm going to drag and drop practice file C. And here, sometimes your mask has 2 objects and you want to rotate according to the internal object. So here the red dotted line represents the longest axis of the outer object, but the purple dotted line represents the longest axis of the internal object. And say I want to rotate it according to the internal object. So what I do is I click here and I drag like this. Again, I find it helpful to drag beyond the endpoint so you can see pink line interacts with the other end of your object. And when you're satisfied, you can click straighten, and it shows you the result here. The object is now rotated such that the purple dotted line is horizontal. And you can put the word here, internal, to represent that you rotate it according to the internal axis as opposed to the axis of the external object. And when you click download PNG, this will be the name of your file. Let's do one more. I'll click new image. Let's load the 4th practice file, D. Here there's 2 objects. Again, you can align based on whatever you want. Here is the longest internal line of the outer object, and this would be the longest internal line of the inner object. So let's rotate according to the inner object. Here you go. And I click straighten. And now the longest axis within the inner object is horizontal. Or I can do longest axis of the outer object. Click straighten. And there it is. And you can name it whatever you want. Internal, external, group A, sample 1, whatever you want to help you keep track of your samples. There it is.